Hi, it's Jameson Fink. I am part of the ambassador program here at On the Boards, and as a, I guess, an homage preview recap, whenever you're watching this, I've been speaking to artists performing in Northwest Newarks, and today I am talking to Wayne Bund. Wayne, thanks for joining me, and I would love to pour you some wine. I've brought two wines. My theme today is Austria. I brought a light and fresh Gruner Veltliner, which is the Gruner Veltliner is the grape. It's like the famous Austrian white grape, very fresh, light. And then I brought this bottle of Zweigelt, which is kind of Austria's signature red grape. And this is a lighter style red.
Oh.
What can I pour for you?
I think I would like to start with the red.
Okay, you got it.
I really want both, but...
You can have both. Yeah, it's not one or the other. I'm not a draconian.
Ooh. That's good. That's good. Well, this makes me feel like I just cut up my curtains and made them into clothes and was singing through the countryside.
Is that what we can expect for the SAS Manifesto?
Perhaps a modern day, postmodern reversioning of that.
Well, cheers.
Cheers.
So I really, I like SAS. So your performance is called SAS Manifesto.
Yes.
I like people who are sassy and who give sass to me. So what can I expect at SAS Manifesto? Will that part of what I enjoy be fulfilled?
I think you will definitely see a lot of sass being directed both at yourself as an audience member. You'll see
Not at me, personally or specifically.
I have not
Or
named
maybe,
you yet in the piece, but
Right.
I could try to edit you
yeah.
in.
I will be there tomorrow.
Oh,
so just
okay.
FYI.
Good.
No, whether it happens or not, I'm fine.
Okay. There's a lot of sass that Fiance gives to the audience. There are some conversations between me, Wayne Bund, and Fiance, and there's a lot of sass that goes between there.
And explain who Fiance is.
Fiance is a drag queen persona that I created during grad school about in 2009. So that would mean she's about 5 years old.
Oh, wow.
That's crazy.
I almost, I was like 99.9% sure it was Fiance, but then part of me thought, what if it was Faye Once?
Faye Once. I've never thought of that as Faye Once.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of people try and say fiance,
Oh,
which is a nice pun of words there.
right.
Yeah, but I prefer fiance as in Faye. Yeah. And then Judith Butler comes into the mix, and both
Okay.
Wayne and fiance give some sass to her as well.
Okay, so it's going to be like, what, 20 minutes of sass?
20 minutes of
About.
sass.
Good.
Yeah. I would actually say more like 16 minutes of sass and then
16.
4 minutes of like personal.
Like reflection?
Yes, yes.
Reflecting on sass. One other thing I noted too when we talk about Fiance is walking in heels.
Uh-huh.
How you do it very gracefully.
Oh.
I noticed on the YouTube or the Vimeo.
It's something that I remember getting into my mother's heels at one point when I was a kid, and I've never had to really worry about it, or it just comes naturally to me.
Practice makes perfect.
I have some big thighs, I have some big calves, so it helps. It definitely helps. There are some platform heels that are a little harder to walk around in. Yeah.
But I could get some pointers from you. If
Sure,
needed.
sure. And it's all sort of about like putting your weight back a little bit and letting your hips lead. Otherwise it's like clunk, clunk, clunk.
Right. It's not very appealing when you walk with that clunk clunk style.
No.
You have to have some sass.
There you go. Yes.
Okay, I wrote down some things today as I was Googling you to find out as many personal details as I could. One interesting thing, growing up in a place called Boring, Oregon, it's just amazing that was there some like man or woman with the last name Boring?
There's either two things that happen. One, either the postmaster of Boring or the person who owned the lumber mill of Boring. Their last name was Boring, and they named the town after them. It's a small town right outside of Portland, kind of in between Gresham and Sandy on the way to Mount Hood. It was most likely the route for some lumber coming through. There was a lumber mill there, so my guess is in the 1800s, 1900s, someone was like, oh, let's name this town after this person that has given us lots of wood. Yeah. And the funny thing is I grew up in Boring, Oregon on Lusted Road.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
As in, I always like to say as in the past tense of to lust. The lusting has already happened.
After something or someone.
Yeah. What else you got on the list there?
Ooh,
I'm getting ahead.
No. Well, so you were a kindergarten and PE teacher?
Yes, I was.
What's it like to be a PE teacher? Because when I was in school, PE teachers, well, I don't even know. What was it like being a PE teacher?
It was a really interesting experience. I felt like I was reliving all of the trauma I had as an elementary school teacher and becoming the male authority figure I despised the most.
Uh-huh.
And found myself having to reinstate many of those habits that I feared as a child.
Oh, wow.
Running in the mild. I was a kindergarten teacher in New York City with a program called Teach for America, which is sort of like Peace Corps for the U.S. for teaching. And I eventually came back to Oregon, but still wanted to teach a little while and was having a hard time finding a job and subbing somewhere and at this private Episcopalian school. So I was also a PE teacher at a private Episcopalian school.
Wow. How is that different?
Free lunches. They had an amazing cafeteria.
Really?
Did you want salad, ham and cheese, soup? It was the most amazing.
It was a buffet.
It was not just bad cafeteria food. It was good cafeteria food. Yeah. Episcopalians are the most accepting and loving of, I think, of the religious Christian faiths. So that was wonderful. Being a PE teacher, I worked with both pre-K, kindergarten, all the way up to 5th grade, and I would say the pre-K and the kindergartens, I got to do the parachute.
Oh God, yeah, that's super fun.
That was pretty amazing.
And then do people get to run underneath the parachute and all that?
Yeah.
Do you get to do that as well, or is that like not frowned upon?
I did that sometimes.
Yeah, I would. I wouldn't say no to that.
I was much more a fan of equal access to the parachute for all.
Right. Yeah. Regardless of age.
Regardless of age. Yeah, I don't age discriminate when it comes to parachutes.
Good. Good.
Yeah.
Just one of your charms.
There you go. Yeah. One of my favorite things to do with the kids with the parachute was to sort of wrap them up with it, and we'd all kind of run around while they hold on to it, and then everyone kind of pulls back, and the kid spins.
Oh.
It was fun. It was fun.
That does sound like fun.
I wish I would have minored in parachute exploration, but...
Well, it's not too late.
True.
Maybe next year at Northwest New York, so you could incorporate some kind of parachute activity in there. Wayne, thanks for chatting with me about your upcoming performance, SAS Manifesto. I look forward to seeing it. I'll be seeing it tomorrow. I'm excited.
Awesome. Thanks.
Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers.